How you doing, man?
There's the
Good,
NDA.
man. Can't complain.
Streaming or sharing any content without authorization.
My Steam overlay's not going to show here.
He has authorization. It's okay. That music is hitting different.
I have,
Every game starts with good opening menu
kind of preparing a bunch of
music.
questions and stuff, so that
I really like the theme they chose here for the opening, the title screen. Like being inside of a church, but it's filled with bags of hazardous materials and whatnot.
All right,
Very post-apocalyptic.
let's get into it, boys.
That's cool. That along with the soundtrack right there.
So I guess we should probably show them character creation, yeah?
That's nice. We get a look at character creation.
So, bleeding clean.
Bling, Klean.
Bling. So I mean, since you guys are here, would you guys like to do a breakdown of character creation here?
Whoa.
Kind of explain like what your guys' dev process is in terms of how you want.
Look at these
characters to be made,
attributes.
et cetera, et cetera.
Occupations, perk selection, character data,
Oh,
well-
skills, attributes.
It's primarily Nick's wheelhouse. This is really his thing, but you know, the basic idea is we want a character creation system. Given that our focus is more on having a character than having them in the world, so not as much on character development, and more on running a character to their sort of just ultimate end. We're trying to offer a lot of options to give an interesting playthrough on a per character basis. So everything you see in here is just sort of meant as flavor for you to go forward with.
Okay. I remember Nick, he actually told me that a lot of these like construction worker, repairman, chef, and stuff like that, these are more like designated roles for you to kind of like specifically be powerful in a certain aspect of the game, like, you know, agriculture or cooking or being a doctor. And like, I correct me if I'm wrong, but one of the premises is like you don't want anybody to be a super soldier, and you want people to cooperate with other people because other people will have advantages over others. Like, you know, having a doctor in your base is going to be the guy who, you know, would be the guy who heals everybody, and your chef would be able to make the best meals, and he'd be able to get like some good boosts towards your group with those meals, or, you know, so on and so forth, I guess, or like your carpenter.
The
Absolutely.
idea is basically that it's trying to prevent KOS. So if you search for a doctor, for example, you just shoot everyone on the side.
I see.
Gonna
That's
ask him
really
first,
cool.
Then you shoot him.
Okay.
Your occupation matters. There's a certain level of
attributes
commitment
here.
there.
Are attributes something that could be leveled as you play, or is that only your skills?
Attributes at the current time you can't actually level those, but you can definitely like improve them using perks. So depending on like things you have or like clothes that you wear, it's going to affect the outcome of stuff. Like for example, if you're wearing armor, it's going to obviously make you take less damage, but they're not like character stats that you can level. No.
Okay, that's cool. So like when you make your attributes, they're kind of like special stats in Fallout, where it's like these are locked in for your entire playthrough, and you're kind of like they give like specific Stark advantages for certain things in terms of gameplay.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I love how you guys made the perk system here too. I know this is Nick's brainchild, but I love like the negatives and positives. So like for example, like you can get the ability to gain CPR, and that takes away points. But then I can be like, all right, I'm also going to do peanut allergy, and you get more points back so that you can have more positives. So it creates a lot of like counter negatives. So like you can have a bunch of buffs, but you can also give yourself debuffs in order to give yourself more buffs. And it kind of creates like a unique play style for yourself, which I think is super cool.
This is a level of depth I haven't seen with any character creations before.
Right.
We definitely have to limit it at some point though, because I think right now it's possible to just pick like every perk because it's plus and minus. And we've had a few playthroughs of like really strange characters that seem to have every condition on the planet.
Yeah, they just max out everything.
Normally when games go all out here, it's with the
go through and highlight,
customization of your character, like the way they look, down to the nose shape, and
because I also told people
whatnot.
at the beginning of the stream, like if you guys want to make YouTube videos, you want to react to this, like please do. You know, I don't want
But this is more important, you know, being able to pick stuff like this.
Couple like
Absolutely.
perks that actually change how you play,
Yeah, totally.
like the allergies thing or the
Very Fallout,
the dire
very
thing.
Fallout-esque.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd
Which I
honestly love
love.
to see some perks like a perk that like lets you quad load shotguns, or like having a perk that gives you the ability to do like fast reloads, or like swap shoulders, or, you know, just random like little things that help you you know, basically
Nimble
play
fingers,
into a specific role. I
sausage
guess.
fingers.
I want people to make no hope challenges like in Zomboid, where they just take every single negative thing and nothing positive. That's what I want people to do as a challenge.
The Super Iron Man challenge.
Yeah, they did it in Zomboid a lot.
Yeah,
Like
I love Zomboid. I love that game.
This already looks like I'd be able
can't
to
wait
make
till the
several
animation system's
characters and
done.
enjoy playing all of them, kind of with a new experience. You know what? You guys can see on the left here: construction worker, occupation, repairman, farmer, chef, doctor. And they said they did this to encourage not KOS, which is killing on sight.
Let's go.
So if you need to find a doctor, you're not just gonna go around and shoot the first person you see.
Pretty in depth.
You're gonna,
obviously a lot of it's still placeholder.
you know,
but
it's encouraging
I like that you guys are
interaction.
basically allowing for, you know, like full-on customization of the character, kind of like.
Okay, so they
Fallout or
also
Skyrim,
have
letting people kind of
This in-depth
do whatever they want.
appearance customization too.
Prototyping a little bit of the like the feature selection and everything, because we're probably not gonna. If we have like 30 different beards, we're probably not gonna have just like this list and everything. But yeah, let's just get on the ground running pretty fast.
Right.
Oh man.
Of course, they don't apply right now.
Right. So I guess we'll do a little run through the inventory here. I like the UI, honestly. It's very familiar.
Looks
Also, keep in mind
good.
this build is like 4 versions, 3 to 4 versions out of date.
3 to 4
okay.
versions
You
out
have
of
a
date.
Much better one.
It already looks
It
good.
works.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense. You guys are going to be going through a lot of development growing pains. Obviously,
Oh,
like
we're
all this
fast.
clipping here and stuff like that.
Very similar to
Almost the
Tarkov, but
final.
not too much in its own way.
Yeah, of course.
Compared to something like DayZ, another game in the genre, I think I like this more. I really had a strong disliking for DayZ's interface, so it's not hard for me to prefer something else, but this looks more appealing to me. Plenty of stats showing
All right.
each
Well,
each
show people some guns.
little
I guess.
aspect of you.
This is personally my favorite. It's the Uzi.
For some reason,
Yeah,
I thought to myself, Left 4 Dead vibes there with the way this looks a little bit.
Hammered out the
guns and whatnot. It's been a
attachment
long
system.
time
I
since
don't
I
know
played
how
Left 4
many
Dead.
of the attachments are specifically in this range, but you should be able to get a feel for what's in
Beautiful
here.
animations and
Some of the
sounds.
stock folding stuff doesn't work yet, but the functionality is there.
Yeah.
Looks like hipfire is pretty oh sorry, hipfire non-ADS fire. Looks pretty accurate, just like in
You
Tarkov.
guys did a great job on the animations. Like the guns actually,
This is
like
how it
they
should be.
click and clack. They actually, you know, they don't like. It doesn't feel like this static thing on my screen. Like it feels like it has weight and motion to it. It doesn't feel like, I don't know, like cheap. I guess would be the right word.
I appreciate it. Me and one of my sound guys put in a lot of time and effort to trying to get at least one survival game with some decent gunplay. It's
Yeah.
primarily what's put me off of playing survival games, just how shitty the shooting mechanics are.
One big thing about the entire
100%.
Dead
I mean, a
Matter
lot
crew.
Of, games just like that's the first thing that people recognize is the ability to like move and handle the weapon and stuff. That's the first thing that they notice.
They're very
I
aware
forgot
of
to
the other
mention,
survival games in the genre.
buttons actually work.
Oh, the button.
They've always wanted to strive to
like
be
in
better
so for the
than the rest.
all of these lanes here, except the leftmost one, they all have they function. Well, just press the button, you'll see what I mean.
Yeah, no, it like moves the target forward or backward. That's cool. Nice.
That
Hell
one
yeah,
moves,
brother.
all
Spent so
those,
much time on this.
Lever action,
yeah.
brother.
Oh
Hell
boy.
yeah.
I think that one moves them in stages, and then the leftmost one you can hold, so you can position it more precisely if you want.
Okay.
So
His animations are looking good.
That's my favorite gun in the build.
The sounds as
This
well.
thing's sweet. I love the animations already.
Dude.
I'm getting some real Fallout New Vegas vibes.
yeah, I want to do
That
another
too,
one of these,
yeah. New Vegas. That's what this
I wanna do something that I can stick
seems like it's
sights on.
handling like.
4570 government, baby. Get the big boy.
Yeehaw.
That's ear candy right there.
Either 4570 or 44 Magnum, one of the two. 'Cause
Yeah,
I think
that'd
we
be
got
awesome.
another revolver that's going to be using that too, just for some, some variation.
What's the inspect key?
There was a safety
It is
option
X.
there.
X.
I'll tell you, you can
nice.
actually
Yeah.
turn the safety on.
Does the inspect not work? Ah, okay.
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah, just like there's some stuff I have to I'm filling in as I'm going and fixing
Sure.
stuff. So
So how many guns in total do you guys have currently?
like 30.
Jesus.
Way too many.
Well, I mean that's that. Well, I mean I don't think that too many is a bad thing because in a game like this, variety is the spice of life.
Well, not if you have to set them up for third person like I had to do.
Oh yeah, that.
Oh my god.
It's a work in progress, chat. All right.
Oh,
What do you mean? That's a force perk.
Oh yes, yes indeed. The force inspection. Yes, yes.
Okay. Is there a resting stance? Yes, there is. You can hit the H key. The H key puts your gun down without putting it away.
Yeah, like kind of below ready, I guess.
Yeah, it also applies in safe zones. So if you're in safe zone, you'll
Safe
if you
zones.
played Far Cry 2, I'm sure you have. It's sort of like that.
I think later ones had it as well.
I know they're in a private,
No.
single player world, but everything looks to be really responsive. Nothing seems to have like lagged or desynced. Again, I know it's offline, but it's just nice to see that.
Those animations are so good.
I actually one of the other animators on the team actually did the Tech 9. So
Wasn't
He
this?
didn't really
Didn't Troy do this one?
No.
That's a cool looking
no,
gun
he
right there.
did the SVD-40, didn't he?
he did the SVT 4.
Okay.
And the Maxim 9, which I don't have in yet, but I'm working on.
Cool. Maxim 9's a cool gun.
Yeah, you know what? Picture your favorite Fallout game. I'm not going to judge you on whichever one that is, and this is very similar looking.
Is there gonna be
I'd
a
say
full
so
auto mod
far.
for the 1022?
You get a lot of the same
I
vibes.
talked to our 3D artist about it, about maybe sticking something like that on there. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Because the firing range that I go to IRL, where I do my range streams, they have a full auto 1022, and they call it the Hive. And it has, because when you make a 1022 full auto, since it's an open bolt, it fires it at like a 1200 RPM. It's stupid.
Yeah, I've seen the videos. It's kind of nuts. Thing
Sounds
sounds
scary.
like an angry beehive.
Yeah, it's like. Bzzz.
What all guns do we have in
I
here?
like this guy a lot.
MP5? Did I see an SVD?
So for the most part, most everything should work in ADS. There's some stuff that I have to go through and manually kind of probably disable it just because it looks a little weird, but for the most part, I like being able to check my ammo.
That's a
while I'm
beautiful
able to
gun
ADS.
right
It's
there.
a nice little perk of just how we did the system.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I feel like the ADS while reloading and checking should be a perk.
Yeah. I remember it being a perk in Far Cry, I think.
Yeah, Far Cry 2, right?
It's either Far Cry 2 or Far Cry 3. I can't remember. Oh, I guess this is a decent opportunity for you can check out the weapon modding. So if you
Modding?
if you go into the inventory, you can you have to take the guns out of your hands right now, but if you drag it into your inventory, you can right click and remove the scope.
Ooh.
Oh.
And then you can grab one of the other guns off the table and remove the scope off of that, put a new one on there.
So like the M4 here?
Has no scope, I don't think.
Should be able to just plop it on. Of course, change names for copyright, but
Yeah,
know
of
how it is.
course.
Am I crazy?
Handle.
It has no scope.
Might not be able to put that one on there. I don't know. I haven't tried that one.
There was
There we
there was another assault rifle right next to it. Oh, he's put. Oh, I see. Never mind. Forget what I was saying. No animation for it, but it was also in his backpack, so that's the same as Tarkov.
Yeah, there you go.
Semi-auto,
Some people are totally
safety,
getting
auto.
Killed by hitting the safety on their gun.
Yes,
Guaranteed.
I'm looking forward to the compilations of people dying because their guns unsafety.
Why
We've
is it
had some
firing?
internal tests, and we have had firefights break out where people have died because their gun was unsafe and just didn't realize.
That's hilarious.
Why would I put my gun to safety though? What is the benefit in that? Obviously, I know what the
Can I
benefit is in
spawn
real life,
attachments via the.
but why in?
commands?
Why in this situation?
Was something specific you're looking for?
No, just I mean anything that maybe like what's a suppressor that goes on this M4?
You might be able to use the HK suppressor. I don't know if I set that up.
I mean, I could
you
always,
might
I
be
could
able
always
to.
just grab the HK.
You could grab the HK, yeah. Grab the HK, and then
Ooh,
you might have to do the list items.
I don't put my lasers on top like that, but
Back in here, brother.
Apologize, I'm on a bit of a stream delay.
Oh, you're all right. No worries.
looks good to me.
It should be
Wonder if you can put that laser on the
God,
bottom
I
or
don't
the
have my,
side.
editor open right now. If you go, if you hit slash like backslash list items, all one word, and then HK 416, all one word, like space in between list items and.
I saw the val in that list. That is Clean's
you should
backer
see,
gun.
So okay, I see
either a
it.
suppressor
Attachment
option or muzzle
If I'm
option,
not
something
mistaken.
like that.
Okay.
R700.
Where is it?
R700
I'm honestly really
boys.
glad you guys added a lot of the commands and tools, so
Good
that
luck.
that way people can like just test around with whatever, spawn in whatever. Like you give them
I was like, yeah,
total
you
freedom.
can type in the HK. You can type in a name after.
Oh, wait,
type
really?
list items to sort it.
List item HK. Oh shit, that's super. Okay, okay, nice, very nice.
That's looking.
Where is the suppressor?
You might want.
That's looking pretty in depth.
Might have.
Oh, there you go. Sorry, stream delay again.
I'm assuming these are just like admin tools, though, right? Like, I don't think you could just pop this open as a normal player in a server.
Maybe. I don't know what I called it.
Or maybe you could to check the list,
Nah,
but
that's
you
whatever.
couldn't spawn anything, or you couldn't, you know.
That's what it is.
Those seem like admin tools to me.
Any of those attachments should be interchangeable. Like I gotta pull up what the actual name of the suppressor is.
One thing I also like too is you guys have inertia in this game. So when I spam AD, this is
So
what happens.
for I guess for people in chat, the intent is not like Omega realism. Like that's just I just wanted to make the system like me and Nick just kind of wanted to make the system robust enough for people who play a lot of FPS without kind of going super overboard on it.
Right.
Wonder how the recoil handles. Is there any
No, I
auto
like the,
compensation?
I like the inertia though. It doesn't feel bad.
Or is he pulling down with his mouse and
peek or do anything
compensating everything? Because in Tarkov, there's auto compensation, and it's one of the weirdest things they probably ever added. Or it's so strange to find that in a game like Tarkov. It's been that way forever. Oh, look at this bad boy. That is nice, man. Oh, what's that gonna look like? Iron sights and hollow. Ah! Dang,
Game's
man.
running on Unreal Engine 4.
Oh yeah, you have to take the sights off first.
Yeah, I didn't. I thought they were gonna like fold down automatically. I like this.
I'm so ready for them to hop into a different area besides the shooting range, but I think this is all we're going to get today.
Dead matter. We're going to be launching into the closed alpha with a single one.
One
However,
safe
we do
zone.
have plans to eventually add more.
Oh! Oh! Oh, you can go out. There's a shooting range outside as well.
Female characters are planned.
Female characters plan. Oh
But
my
they aren't implemented right now.
goodness. Look at the way that. Oh man, I want to go play. He spawned a zombie? Oh. Oh. Nice. Ooh, look at that. Gory.
So we're working on optimization pretty much constantly. For instance, we did a small-scale showcase of this range a week ago. Since then, on, like, for instance, my development setup, performance has increased significantly, and we're carrying on performance improvement as we go. I know, for instance, in this area, most devs on the team see well over 60 FPS in here. A lot of us are seeing, in the hundreds range.
So let me ask you guys this. Put it in the comments. What game does this remind you of the most?
Will
Like the
Gore system
scenery,
be on launch? Yes.
the way everything looks.
It honestly is
Oh,
really
I did-
satisfying.
there's
What does this
someone,
remind you
earlier
of?
that Asked if the gunshot sounds changed on the based on the environment. They do. I worked very hard on that.
I still get some Left 4 Dead vibes. I was thinking Fallout, but I'd still
Oh shit.
Left 4 Dead vibes.
They're currently not moving on the shooting range because there's a problem with the navigation mesh.
Sneaky ninjutsu.
Wait, where the fuck
zombies.
are they? I think they are inside the container.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think they are inside the container.
Looks like it'll be pretty fun to
Right,
mow
there's
down a
somewhere,
herd of
sneaky
zombies.
boy.
So
Nice.
basically, oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say our eating system is actually in currently. Your character needs to eat fairly regularly to keep themselves from starving, as well as consume fluids to stay hydrated.
Makes sense. It's
Earlier
a
on
survival
in the
game,
stream,
right?
Klean actually did show that the need system was ticking down, and that the player character will eventually need to consume more to stay alive.
We got ourselves
Oh,
a crash.
oh, game crashed.
First one of the day.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, first one of the day. Shit happens. Rip.
Game plan, to answer your question, we don't really have any plans in place for any very modern night vision, if any at all. We're still a bit on the fence about anything, but if we did put it in, it would be mostly like Gen 1 style lower tier night vision.
This
Some
this
TBS
means
machines
nothing.
or something.
Yeah.
To me.
I guess
You know,
just personally,
a
I
crash
used
like
to
that?
repair work on night vision units, older ones. And as a result, I've had my hands pretty deep in some of them, and I kind of understand how they work. So if it comes to the point where we're going to add them, I will likely be modeling it on like how real world Gen 1 hardware handles as a basis, because they have a lot of really cool
It crashed
limitations
again.
that doesn't really make balancing them too difficult.
So whenever
Must
I
be
pick
something
up
with
that
the
AK, it crashes the game. So whatever that is a repeat crash.
So
Wonderful.
We found a bug, chat.
every game gets a
What we're
fair
here to do is
shake.
Test stuff, boys.
Oh. Don't
You know
click
what I'm
the
saying?
AK. I was messing with something with that testing the attachment system.
Oh, okay. Good. To
I come
know.
from
Tiny
Tarkov
broke
and
it.
playing it for years at this
I broke
point.
it.
Typical.
I've expected it to get better over time. It
Oh,
has.
We're all those Val gamers in chat. Boys. We know we love.
This
our
game
games,
isn't
so
even out
you guys
yet.
can thank me for
They
doing this
have
edit.
their chance as well. You know what I'm saying?
This is my backer gun.
We're gonna find some bugs. We're gonna get them squashed out.
You can spawn in another AK.
This is Clean's backer gun. His own gun that he got in the game. Honestly, great choice. Honestly, great choice.
For the AS Val, you can actually you can
Yeah,
spawn in
there's
some of the stuff that you have for your skin. I believe if you do list items and then Val, you need the PSO, which I don't think is listed under there. You need so you search Val and you should need an item called Tape 1 and Tape 2, and then
There it is, the blue tape.
oh, it's called VSS. You have to search VSS. My bad.
So this is his own weapon
There you
skin,
go.
essentially.
Alpha, yes, it will.
Both of the tapes.
'Cause not only
and
did he
then
get-
we'll get you
did the-
a PSO,
Oh my
and you
god!
should be all set. You can throw it in there and mod it all together.
Not only did the Boomstick backers, which is the guys who paid $9.50 to get their own gun in the game, not only did they get a gun, they got a custom variant of their gun as well. And so I think,
On item.
if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, please, but the blue tape, like the taped up look right there, is all
Very cool.
very custom there.
I think you said it's two different tapes. I think I might have spawned the same one
If
twice.
you see the little thing on there.
Ah,
PSO,
there we go.
cool. I wonder, can you attach it while
Oh,
it's in
there's-
your
Oh,
hand?
you gotta spawn item.
Yeah. The new scopes are in. Am I muted in Discord right now? You guys hear me?
Loud and clear.
We can
Okay,
hear
cool.
you.
Just making sure. I like the scopes. These look really good.
No black ring around
Nice
it.
post picture.
Wonder how it changes with the
If you'd like to
FOV.
put it through its paces, we do have some comedic signs out on the outdoor range.
Oh, do we?
Man, that thing is in your eyeball though.
Ah, yeah. Dick's Diner.
Mmm,
Out on the
tasty.
elevated range, you can actually see a secondary sign out there as well. The
There is bullet
elevated
drop
one over there.
to answer a person in chat.
There is bullet drops. Bring the propane. Explosion's looking cool. Doesn't seem to lag the game either.
I don't know if I can read that.
There's a Canadian Forces recruiting poster, I believe.
It's way out there. I can't make it out.
I don't think you can see the sign out there. You might be able to.
Oh, there's a bullet drop. You see he's aiming above the
sign.
signs, hitting the sign.
Oh, actually, I think I can /change.
That's pretty good range for that gun. I mean, in Tarkov, it doesn't.
No.
At that distance, I mean, it would drop
There we go.
pretty
Yeah, so
heavily.
weather.
Oh, he changed the weather. I was wondering if the kind of blurriness was a side effect of the scope or the weather. Looks like it was the weather.
Set weather.
Just look at the scenery out there.
Nice.
Yeah, man, he's just chilling.
And also, I just realized that you guys
I guess you
can't
could probably
actually
down by that
see
propane tank.
the kind of the
the list he's been bringing up this whole time. So
how
let me
gritty the how like shooting things feels.
correct that
Say
now
again?
in case he brings it up again. I'm so sorry about that.
Oh, the fire selector. I just redid this actually for the Val.
But basically, what you guys have
Oh,
been
yeah,
missing
nice.
is sort of a command prompt list, like similar to something like Minecraft or DayZ, where you just pull up a list, type / give item, attachment, weapon,
So
whatever
you
it
got some more
was.
guns.
And that's what I was saying
You wanna see
earlier
the
was
option here? We've only gone through like
probably
half
gonna
of
be like admin tools.
them. Let's show you Markstrom's gun. So if you guys know Markstrom TV, he got this gun added to the game.
What are,
BR.
the yeah, the M14. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Oh, it looks so good. I wonder if he's gonna pull R700 out. Maybe toss Ducky a shout out. No, that'd make his
you
day.
do the list items for M14. You probably actually get the other stocks too.
Okay.
There's like 5 of them.
Oh, there it is. I guess you guys could see a little bit of it before, but
Ooh, oh wow, there is a lot of stocks. Holy crap. SOCOM, Archangel, M2A, Woodstock, EBR stock. Oh man.
make sure I get out of the way for you.
Which one do I have right now? Which one's this?
I believe that's the EBR stock, isn't it?
Okay. Let's get the SOCOM stock.
And there we go.
You have the EBR. Moment. Sorry.
There.
Stream delay again. But
No worries. How do I need like tools in my inventory to remove the stock?
No, but I believe you'll need to remove everything that's attached to that stock, so you have to strip it down
oh,
completely.
you don't have to type the one.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. So you have to basically break down the weapon completely.
Yeah.
You will
Interesting.
need tools to remove. Oh. Yeah.
You're going to want to slide over the old stock and make sure you have enough room there.
Oh, okay. There we go. Getting some DayZ vibes off this stock right here.
I think this gun was in one of the Modern Warfares. Probably one? The original COD 4 Modern Warfare?
I still can't get over how good the guns feel though. Like just for how early this game is. Like the guns
I
just
might be
feel solid,
thinking
like moving and looking around, like they feel like they have weight to them.
MW2.
You know what I mean? Shooting them, they feel good. Alright, this is definitely my favorite gun by far.
Zwino, to answer your question, everything is currently a work in progress. We're going to be making a lot of tweaks all over the place, and that
I really
includes
like
to
the
the
sights in
inventory
the
system.
M14. They're very, very clear.
Definitely. This gun makes me think of Stalker, the TAS 34, like the first like hobo gun that you get.
The game's gonna have gun jamming, yes, but it's not in this build right now, and probably not in the closed alpha at the start.
Gun
They'll
jamming.
implement that later.
Oh!
Hey, don't poo-poo the TOS 34, right?
It seems like
Toss
it's going to be a
34's
lot of
dope-ass
fun
gun.
to do the dirty work in this game. The general, zombie
Where you going, boy?
crowd control. It seems like it's going to be really enjoyable. Is this even allowed?
Was that a ricochet? Yes, bullets do ricochet.
Ricochet. All right.
Yes, we have accidentally killed each other with them, too.
That's cool. They were talking about gun jamming. As cool as that is, I wonder if when it actually gets implemented, are we going to enjoy it? There's always
Klean, I saw a lot of people asking about
that actually happens in Tarkov too.
Don't get too close.
No joke.
That M14's people needed him.
Yeah, that's one of the SCPs.
There's always this line, right,
no,
between video game
asking in chat.
and
I want
realism.
to show off one of the bolt actions because I think people are getting ornery about it.
And
yeah, Mosin them. Definitely. Let's get the Mosin, brother. Hell
we
yeah,
think these things are cool, and then they get
Everybody's favorite
implemented, and then we wonder if they're actually good for the game.
Implement is coming.
That's a clean reload animation right there.
Just didn't have the time yet.
And
Yes, the
with
infield is in game. Sorry.
Oh, you're okay. I was gonna ask. So we can top load single shots and stripper clips on the bolt feds, right? Or is that planned?
Yeah, that's correct.
I don't know if that beeping is me or them. But...
If you so guns not empty, you can load round by round.
Okay.
I think you might have a little trouble picking up the bullet or something.
Okay. Let me shoot it like twice here and see what it does.
You can probably use give item ammo underscores.
You can just eject the bullets, dude.
Or
wait, you can just straight up eject the bullets. How do you do that?
On the magazine, on the stripper clip, you right click and eject bullets.
Oh.
We need to grab another one.
/ give ammo for ammunition.
I like how you guys have like a mag and ammo system. It's not just bullets sitting in your inventory. Where is it? So eject rounds. Oh, I see.
Ah.
Nice. Wonderful.
There you go. It looks good, man.
All right, we're the British boys in chat. Get the Lee Enfield.
It's like all this time they've taken to even get the closed alpha out. This is why. I mean, I look at this and to me personally, this already looks better than, I'm just gonna say it again, like DayZ. It looks like it's handling better, and
oh crap!
the
I just
UI.
remembered the R700 is not in this range. You can probably spawn it in though.
R700.
I think it's actually in the corner. I think.
Yo, I heard a couple of guys got together and did some community fundraising to get that R700
I think that's all
I
the...
believe
game.
you did. Ajax, just to answer your question, yes, there are tiny Easter eggs and just various little things throughout the world. We have such a big world that when you're doing level design,
Ducky,
it's very easy to end up wanting to add a little bit of
shout out
flavor.
to past me looking out for future me.
What kind of ammo? It's 308, right? I don't know if it's here at the range or not. Oh, there it is. Yeah, found it.
You can type / give ammo to get the ammunition you need for the currently equipped gun.
Oh, baby!
Also, with the R700, you can yeah, it is 308. You can also spawn in rails and stuff for the.
Let's see a rail on it. Come on, Clean. That sounds beautiful. So I am going to throw a shameless plug here. This is the gun that me, Mr. Atomic Duck, and our communities...
I'm talking over anybody, by the way.
Oh, no, dude, you're good. I mean, I want you guys
fundraising
to talk more than me.
for.
That's why you guys are here.
This is our boomstick package gun. This is what we...
Magazine, rail mount.
There are animals in this build.
What we got in the
can
game.
Spawn them, but I wouldn't recommend it because this level isn't really built for an animal.
Zertzman, just to answer your question, yes, guns will spawn with various attachments on them.
Hey, that's
so
good.
they'll be totally randomized, essentially.
It is, I believe, the plan is to have them be tier-based. So basically, you know, you're not going to go into some random guy's house and just find, a 1022 with a massive drum mag on it. But
right,
it is randomized.
Give item.
Finding weapons with randomized attachments on them is something I've been wanting to see in like Tarkov for a long time.
Yes, I'm the German dude.
Like you always loot a weapon crate, you get the stock gun always, right?
GP good lord, I cannot read. Yes, we do have VoIP.
Klean, someone is asking in the chat if you could rotate a gun in the inventory.
Yeah.
I don't know why he wants to see that, but can you rotate a gun in your inventory, please?
Well, I mean, hey,
You can't
Daisy
DayZ,
can rotate
right?
shit for years, so
That's
do you
what it
expect?
is. That's why. That's why they're asking.
Is it really a big feature? Fuck.
No, for real. Like
You can't
people,
rotate
like,
in DayZ.
You
I
couldn't.
guess you
Like,
might be able to
you
now.
had some items and you're just like, fuck you. Like, no, you can't fit that in there. Oh, you wanted to
God.
turn it? Nope. Sorry,
I
we're-
had
we're
no
DayZ.
idea that wasn't a thing. What the fuck?
Yeah.
There's a rail. Let's get a scope
what's
on
what's
it.
a good like sniper scope?
Which scope will go on?
Maybe this might not be coded to go on here right now unless there's something I'm doing wrong here.
Oh,
there it
you
goes.
had to rotate it. Oh, weird.
There's some bugs with the modification. It's
Oh.
literally the newest feature that we have right now.
He's
So-
like, no, thank you.
Seems like
the
that's...
scope is not set up. Fuck.
I was gonna say.
No,
I
it
don't
yeah.
is.
think
You
it's
just
set
gotta
up.
move it around.
Do you?
Really?
This one's set up.
The scope is not set up.
Can't wait.
Will you be able to join a team and see nameplates? Yes, you will.
Yes, we will fix the crotch. Don't worry.
I got people.
So one thing to note about the
got
character
friends
model is
messaging
that
me.
right now the reason why the clothes are clipping and why there's some weird stuff around
We're
the
all
crotch is
freaking out
because
right
it's
now.
an older character model. We have the new one and we're just waiting to integrate it.
Yo, is this the MP7?
And zombies also do not care about animals at all.
Oh my god.
They just want people.
Later on during development, we do have plans in place for a fully fledged electrical system. So there'll be a persistent network of, transmission stations and such. So
Oh,
if a
look
given
at the
substation
gore.
fails, you may have to go repair it or turn it back on, depending on what's happening.
There's no third person. There's only third person for debug. But,
Whoa!
See, these are good
oh,
bugs.
he spawned on top of the blocking volume.
There's
How
two
did you
types
do
of bugs
that?
in the world.
I
The
have no
ones that
idea.
make you mad and ruin your game,
Because like
and the
some
ones
of our
that make you
developers
laugh
try
and have a
keep
good
getting
time.
out of the shooting range. They try, so we just blocked it off really badly.
Actually, quick question. So, are you guys going to allow third person, or are you just going to be strictly first person only?
Strictly
First person always.
Thank God. Yes. Hey, can we get a clap for that in chat? No third person here, boys.
all you
Thank God.
elitists out there, congratulations.
You can play the game on Indiegogo currently still, and then
I'm okay with
you can
first
also
person
get
only
it
though.
on QI software.
Commitment to the
On our
one
homepage,
perspective,
there's a
so you
store
don't
can
separate the
play
player
from.
base, because it will get separated.
Let me.
I've seen it
what was the
before.
command for that PSO again?
Seen it before,
Here's
and then
item.
both sides will
Attach
attack
multiple
the other
players.
side for their preferences. It's wonderful.
Kyle, what's the max group size?
Or two.
I think it's 6 or 8 right now.
It's
So
8, I believe.
For the SVD, you will need the KVO1 mount.
Our rating system is primarily going to be based on players being able to break into other players' claimed areas via various means. Right now, it's in a very basic form. You're able to, lock up your claimed building and just sort of do some basic protection for it. Down the line, we're going to have some more fully fledged systems to allow players to, break through barricades and such. Keeping in mind that our rating system is going to be primarily based around a trade-off between speed and noise. Breaking into somebody's house is never a quiet affair, and you're going to not only have to deal with that player potentially defending their home and any traps they'll have set up, but you're also going to need to deal with all the unwanted attention from the infected out there.
That's beautiful.
I like that the fact that you guys are making it to where like if you shoot a gun, like shooting a gun on its own is like a choice. It's like, I want to kill this guy, but I will attract all of the infected around me, and by doing so, I'm gonna get swarmed. If you don't have like say a really quiet gun like a VSS or something with subsonic ammo.
We have to move that Easter egg closer to the shooting range. You can't see it.
Yeah, I can't really see it.
Zethonius, right now we're not really aiming for, say, Tarkov levels of ammunition complexity where you're spending 15 minutes looking up a table of GRAU index codes just to work out whether or not you're loading the right ammo. We're trying to keep it a little more simple. So, you've got your tracers. For shotguns, you have, slugs, shot, and flare rounds. But beyond that, we're not trying to go completely nuts.
I honestly can appreciate that a
Yeah,
lot.
I mean, you can even apply the philosophy to the whole game. Like, we
Nothing
don't
wrong
want it
with
to be
that
so
choice.
complicated that you're like picking between like a croissant versus a can of soda to see what's going to give you more calories or something. But it is a feature if you want to do that, I guess.
Right through the freaking sternum, man.
DevCon, why no third person? That's an easy one. Third person especially a multiplayer online game is incredibly exploitable in just about every way. And it tends to make engagements with other players very unfun for people who are fighting another player who's going to be exploiting those systems. With that being the case, it just doesn't really work for us. Not to mention we feel like it adds a lot more useful immersion.
I gave the example earlier where people would lay prone on the roof of like Northwest Airfield on third person, and they'd see a guy that pop up, boom, they'd shoot him, and they go back prone, and nobody can see this guy, you know, laying prone, looking through third person.
Personally, in my opinion, if you have different servers for different perspectives, there's no issue because you have the same advantages and disadvantages with either server. But then you have like the PUBG thing where the community is split, and so I think the decision to just go first person is a good one. And I don't really think anyone
go into any building and make a bunch of noise to draw in zombies, then just run away as a distraction if they wanted. For instance, we have a fire alarm system set up in our buildings, and if you run into say a store and you crack the fire alarm on, then run out, zombies will come to investigate. So you could use that to potentially clear away a group of zombies from something you wanted to look at, or even just to, you know, get a little bit of a distraction going and maybe even set a trap for another player coming that way.
Will anyone not play a game because it's only in first person? Is there anyone out there who will literally not play a game if it's first person only? Oh my god. Oh!
Spawns for players are currently randomized on the world map.
Oh, I don't know about all that. I still have bad memories of Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, dude, that shit was OP.
Actually, yeah, Klean, you want to just dump around into one of the windows?
So just so you guys know, the wet sign logo for all the wet signs will be my actual logo. Like
Only on the shooting range.
only on the shooting range.
Maybe one on the actual map, but only on the shooting range. We don't want to overdo it.
Yeah.
Windows currently do not respawn, and I don't see why they would. You know, once it's gone, it's gone. Windows are not, contrary to popular belief, a renewable resource. Currently, our safe zones are a place where you're free from having to deal with other players shooting at you, in case you've got some more aggressive sorts on the server. And we will also be having some traders in there, so you can pick up different bits of gear depending on the trader.
Traders and I guess like other human NPCs that are not hostile, so they'll give you stuff like missions. You'll be able to complete quests there and whatnot.
That's
sort of
one of my favorite
like
things about
city areas, if that's a thing, if you want to call it that.
what Dead Matter is doing is they want quests, they want missions, they want content. It's not just like this trader will sell you a gun
Animations
and that's it. Go out and use it to kill, to scavenge,
For the
make money,
revolver,
then come back and buy another gun. And that's the whole gameplay loop.
Oh, you can?
There's going to be lore, there's going to be content, 36 max player
We
count.
will
We
be...
optimize the game more.
Sorry. We will be adding pinned magazines and some other tiny little Canada-specific weapon crafting. And
Speed loader. The speed loader is not one-time use. You can refill it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Loot does respawn down the line. We're going to be doing something with a decay system so that loot spawn rates decrease as a server ages.
Well, I like that animation a lot. That looked fucking slick.
What's the enemy cheat? We're using EAC.
ESC?
And plus, you guys are gonna have good like admin tools and stuff like that, right? Because at the end of the day, like private whitelist servers and good admin tools are the best anti cheat.
Yeah.
I honestly, I love that you guys have inertia though. Like when I spam AD, I hold still. If I want to move right and then I want to go left, there's just the re-acceleration slight moment of stop. I love that, and it doesn't feel sluggish.
That's a big thing to a lot of people. And again, something Tarkov is it's controversial in Tarkov. When you move left and right, there's like no inertia. You instantly go back and forth, and makes it kind of
funky. Yeah, inertia kind of like
gunfights.
I don't know. It kind of has a profound effect on like the speed of the gameplay, because I remember back in Battlefield, I think.
I wonder if you can sprint in this game.
So with server wipes, as it stands, we don't have this in place. It's something we're going to be adding. What we'd like to do is a system for selective wiping. So a server owner might just choose to, you know, wipe the world and reset it. They might choose to wipe everything, but we want to do a selective system for it. So that way, you know, if an update goes out and you want to just update your world and sort of start with a fresh slate, that's totally viable. Safe zones currently don't have any storage in. We have some stuff planned for that, but it is not something that's going to be in for the closed alpha. And just for those of you who are asking, the closed alpha will be going live at the end of next week.
End of next week.
For everyone who's
I think we knew that already, right?
Yeah, for anybody who
who
has
everyone
backed
has
their
backed.
game.
Yeah.
For anybody who backed. The end of
Follow
next
us,
week.
Muted.
I turned his dick into an omega lol.
By the 22nd of August.
Wait, what?
Oh!
Whoa.
Oh, you got him!
Nice.
Wait, so when you throw grenades, it does damage, like if you hit them with a nade?
Yeah, if you
Yes.
hit them with a bottle, it staggers them as well.
Take this, boy!
Oh!
You can pelt zombies to death with empty cans. It takes a lot of time and a lot of effort, but it is totally, I won't say viable, but you can do it.
It has been done.
Hey, you want to spawn a basketball? So do a list items on basketball.
But with that not being the case in single player, you're going to have a little more of a system load. So it's totally playable if you have a slightly beefier machine.
Yeah, did you see what that basketball did? Look at all that
Can you
damage.
stop bullying this guy? Oh, you killed him.
Welcome to the hood, boy.
Oh my
Way
god.
too late,
Oh!
for fuck's sake.
Oh, that's good.
Good bugs are good.
That's perfect.
Good
That's
bugs
great.
are good.
Oh shit, perfect.
Yeah, and if you hold G, there's a wheel menu where you can select one. And if you have multiple grenades, it just equips the next one, basically.
Wanna see some
smoke that actually
width?
is smoke? Weird. I've never seen this in a game before.
The
Hey.
particles are kinda ass right now, but I just made it work. That's like,
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
already
I-
better than Tarkov.
I feel like it's to be assumed that almost everything is like a work in progress to a degree. You know,
Oh, hell
especially at this
yeah.
point in
It
development.
is.
Work in progress.
I know the smoke isn't esport friendly, but we think it looks nice.
Oh! Oh my god!
Whoa.
don't
What
say
is
they got
causing that? What
That's
is
the-
that?
It's the Glock fairy.
Those Austrian
Bless.
fairies at it again.
I think I'm actually locked at 60 right now. Hold on, let me.
Oh.
You're getting a locked 60 right now.
He's hitting 70.
I know on most of
Playing
our
on
development
2K.
setups, we're seeing very high frame rates in here.
High quality.
Oh yeah, no,
100?
I'm getting about 100 now. I just put it on high
100
settings for
plus?
Epic, and I'm getting well over 100 right here.
Motion blur? Oh.
Can you turn off motion blur? Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, motion blur.
Absolutely.
Absolutely can, yes.
Is motion blur. Let's get that off.
We also got sharpening and chromatic aberration for the people that like it.
Ooh.
And you can, yeah, you just see it on the screen. Like, why am I even explaining it?
Some players really like
way
motion
better.
blur. And, you
Yeah.
know, while I might not get it,
Do you guys
I
like
think it's a
motion
nice
blur?
option to offer to people. I think we all agree on that.
It's better to have something and like not need it.
It's a mystery
you
to
know?
me.
I like
You're
that
better-
there's the
It's always
option.
better to have options, you know. Never
But,
wanna
I'm
limit
not gonna
people
use
from
it.
being able to do certain things.
I guess because people
People
really
will
want to see it
forget.
clean. You want to crank the FOV to max.
Oh yeah, sure.
That
I too enjoy Quake 3 Arena.
alphas and
Ooh,
betas
boy,
are
I'm
for
all
testing.
arms right now. And honestly, I like this. Like I've
Oh, look at
always
this
enjoyed
FOV.
games that have wider view models because like I do enjoy seeing like a lot of my arms and stuff. Like people do like this. It does kind of look a gimmicky sometimes, but I personally enjoy it.
That looks completely different to me now.
I'm all arms, boy.
We do have some plans in place for anti-camping measures.
Anti-camping
It's also just
measures.
not going to be beneficial for players to camp safe zones because, again, we have plans in place for a faction reputation system. You don't want to go around pissing off a faction because that's going to lock you out of traders, quest givers, all that good stuff. So you're going to want to be selective about when you start shooting people up.
Cool. Oh my god. This video just got
There
demonetized.
will be traders.
You know, it just hit me that we
This
are
isn't the
getting
best place to show
this
that off, but
game within 2 weeks. We will be able to actually
Also,
dive
watching
in here
just
within
became,
2 weeks.
Got a rewrite.
It's no
So
longer
it's a lot smoother now.
an endless
Oh,
wait.
nice. It's not in this current build.
No, it's not.
Okay.
I think he literally got it done today.
Yep.
Yeah.
So somebody asking about currency, you will find both Canadian and US dollars.
Hey.
Have we internally tested the netcode many times? Yes.
Just last night, Shiny here and I were actually running in game for 2 hours. no crashes or anything like that. We were just exploring and doing some looting.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm playing on the server right now, and it's working really good.
Again, I still feel like you guys got an incredible base here for like what makes a good survival game. Like you got really good gunplay. It may not be perfect, but it's like it's good. It's better than anything that I've seen released in the past 5 years since like DayZ standalone. And you guys have like all of these core features, maybe fully functional or not, but they're there. Like base building, you know, skills, medical, zombies, AI, traders, safe zones, all of these different things that like most games in the same genre have like completely like lacked for years. Like, you know, like you have to wait months and months just to have vehicles, months and months just for base building, months and months just to have a proper medical system that makes sense. You know, you guys got an incredibly strong base here, and that's why I think it's going to be one of Dead Matter's, you know, big strengths, really.
He's right, man.
Somebody's asking here, Shiny, when you grenaded that big old swarm of infected last night, that was probably, what, 20, 25 of them right there?
At least.
Yeah, it was quite a few. And it was performing quite well then, I'd say.
I'm hearing footsteps alternate between
Server
my left and
performance,
right.
again, you have to keep in mind, Dead Matter's an open world game, so depending on where you are, things are going to have slightly different performance load, right? With that being the case, generally performance is pretty good right now. However, with that being the case, there are areas where there's definitely room for improvement. So it's really hard to give a hard and fast, like, you know, yes, performance is marvelous all the time, because it's not. That wouldn't be honest.
What a cool admin
But at the
tool,
same
man.
time, performance is generally pretty alright.
Whenever you want.
We'll have an NDA in place for the closed alpha. It will be prohibiting sharing of any closed alpha content, both during and after the launch of the closed alpha.
During and after.
We will be making very selective, curated exceptions, such as this one, for some of our partnered content creators. But otherwise, we're going to be holding off on sharing closed alpha content because, again, it's a closed alpha. It's not ready for public consumption.
Rain seems bearable. I mean, it's not like drilling into my ear.
Crossbows
with
are
the sound
planned,
there.
and yes, there is leaning. There's even like Tarkov leaning, like sequential leaning, if you use the mouse wheel.
Oh, that's awesome.
So you can only. Yeah.
Well, so will snow like slowly build up over time as well?
Yep, not in the closed alpha though.
Yeah,
Eventually.
not in yet. But we have the shader and everything.
This game has big
Try
plans
Blizzard.
to actually make like over
Blizzard?
time changes to the scenery.
Oh god, I can't spell.
For instance, like snow building up over time. Can't even recall the last time I played a game that had snow in
I
it.
saw this asked in here, why are we doing keys all in one go? That is because we need to centralize our key distribution. Basically, you were able to purchase this game across 3 different platforms, and all of them are a little bit different, and it makes it kind of a nightmare for us to manage getting everything copacetic and actually getting the keys out to everyone. So we would prefer to take the time to get everything centralized on our website where we're going to actually be distributing the keys from, and then just do it all in one go.
Whoa!
As opposed to trickle people in and just sort of end up fighting with issues as, you know, keys might not be valid or various minor problems pop up.
It's so cool, man. The different weather, man. Like when it was raining just then, that was a completely different vibe. The same thing with the snow, and then back to the bright sunny day. Our personal
Daddy
recommendation
Cash,
to everyone is to go ahead and pick
no,
up.
you will not get to doo-doo in game.
God, now I'm definitely
Jesus
demonetized.
Christ.
Guys, pick this game up. Do it. Support something that's worth supporting. And then get to play this from the beginning, because when this game blows up,
And edged weapons actually will slice them up too.
you'll have wanted to experience it from the beginning.
Yeah, there's a different gore decal on the zombies if you use an axe, for example, or the knife.
And you were like stream delay, like okay.
I am just going to take a second here.
Holy
While
hell!
everybody is watching, because I'm sure we have a lot of backers in here. If
Oh my
you know
God.
you're watching and you're listening, now is a great time to set up your QI software account, because once that's set up, it makes sure you're going to get your keys for the closed alpha. Otherwise, there might be a delay with you getting your keys.
That's overly brutal in the best way possible. Like, I'm not even mad. I don't know if it's gonna stay like that,
Yeah,
but
melee combat is super brutal. Like it
Oh!
feels super gross and juicy, but it's a load of fun.
I just got knocked out.
That was the scariest
My
death I've
condolences.
ever seen in a video
I think,
game.
once we
We were inside of his
I
face.
think the one-handed weapons will feel especially.
There's his body.
All the weapons. I think
Oh,
will
you can
kinda
carry
have
it.
that
You
kind
can
of
carry
visceral feel.
bodies.
That's sort of what we're going for with the melee. Just
That's gonna
not
be so
really,
interesting because you can carry
definitely
your
it's
friends.
Good to hit things when there's only a few zombies around.
I saw the new animations. They looked really nice.
Like salvage their loot or like hide the body. In my opinion, it already looks better than the competition. It's not even out yet. I mean, really,
Zero
compare
Red
this to
Dancer.
We crashed the
Daisy. Compare
website.
this to
Oh, good lord, really?
Scum.
Oh,
You
rip.
guys stop breaking
Side.
everything, please.
Oh,
Ooh, very spoopy. I like that.
yo, that is beautiful.
Pickle Man, we don't have any specific plans right now for site ranging, I believe.
Oh my god, can you imagine the shenanigans you can get into with your
During
friends at
closed
night?
alpha, server options will be quite limited. Again, we want to focus on getting just a good curated experience in. Once we get that done, we're going to start looking at server options, but right now we need to focus on getting the game as we want it built, right?
Oh,
I
look
love
at
the
that.
rain effect on the glass.
Look
there.
at that. Oh, the rain effect on the glass,
I don't know
man.
How hard I worked to get that to work properly.
Dude, it looks nice.
That's
It
like
honestly
the
looks
best
really good.
looking
Take out a
rain-covered
weapon.
glass I've ever seen.
Oh, forgot about this.
Oh yeah, the water. Oh, that actually looks really good. Nice.
I will unashamedly admit that I got that idea from Tarkov.
I was actually gonna say this reminds me of Battlefield 3.
Nothing wrong
When
with
some of the
that,
rain
man.
maps When your gun would get like super wet.
I'll have to go back and play that
Nothing
game. I
wrong
didn't
with
know that.
taking the good parts of
Hey,
anything.
Clean, want to try dumping around into that light up there?
Oh, I'll stab it.
Beauty. What a beauty. What an absolute beauty.
So the closed alpha will be seeing continued updates and patches. What we're showing here is not going to be the final state of things, and our backers who are in the closed alpha are going to get to experience the game as it evolves and changes with time, and are going to help inform us, you know, at sort of making decisions to make a better game with time.
Day and night cycle, it's 5 times faster than real life, but you can configure it in the server config. So you can set it to 1, so it's like 1-to-1 in real life if you want to do that.
Wow.
Awesome.
So there it was, the early look at the shooting range provided by Klean. He so graciously is letting all the content creators use that footage to make whatever videos they want. So I will put his Twitch down in the description below because that's really kind of him to do. Dead Matter has been a game that has been in development for a while, and they've pushed back their release dates quite often. There was always a good reason for that, and I can't stress this enough. They wanted the first impressions of the game to be good because too many survival games have come out before they are ready and then kind of just been pushed to the wayside. Like there's not enough to do at the time of release to really make a splash in the scene, and it's like provides a couple days worth of content and then that's it. That's just GG until they eventually maybe get something down the line, if ever. So the reason Dead Matter is taking so much time is so they can put out something that's worth your time. So yeah, anyway, I'm super excited to get my hands on it. We will be playing within 2 weeks. We won't be able to stream it, which is totally understandable. We're there to test it. We're there to play it. We're there to find bugs and report those bugs. I'm going to put a link to the QI website where you guys can purchase it and back the game yourselves, and I highly encourage you to do so. It's going to be a good game. The devs are good people. I know a lot of them personally. They're just great dudes, and they're trying to make a really good game, and it's 100% worth your support. Let's do all we can to make sure this game is a success, because why would we want anything other than the best for this game? So we can have good, new, fun experiences on a cool video game. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. This has gone on for a really long time. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. If you don't know me, my name is FinestXI. I'll be playing a lot of Dead Matter when we can. Currently, I play a lot of Tarkov, make a lot of Tarkov videos. Links to my Twitch, my socials will be down below as well. Feel free to come on by and talk Dead Matter with me, talk Tarkov, whatever you guys want to do. I'm there for you. This has been an awesome look at Dead Matter, and I just can't wait to get in there. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.